All right, so back to this again, just continuing carrying on. Um, Unfortunately, was not able to record yesterday because I had 24-hour duty. So, however, we're back to it now in recording. Funny enough, it's one of the first things I'm doing. I got off at 8 a.m. and it's 11:26 a.m. Right? That's how much I like this. And we left off at a very volatile point, right? As we can see here. Also, finally, she lost her bags, right? Good for her. All it took was the entire club blowing up, and she finally had all that stress removed, right? Which we saw from these two picks up here, right? But again, we went and I feel like I'm going to be honest. This art, because I don't remember if something along these lines or this happened in the original um exit music, right? I genuinely do not remember. Also, is there no music? I guess not. But I feel like this argument like is actually because like let's put it this way, right? I feel like each character was accurately represented and portrayed pretty well in kind of the situation, right? Kind of capitalizing and what's the term? Really kind of showcasing their own inherent flaws, right? And kind of personality traits there in a way to where none of them were like none of them were doing anything they thought was wrong. But obviously, when you have such a clash in personalities, right? It's something where there's bound to be conflict. And it's something there to where like the argument like this was a really actually like good like showcase example of like just how differing viewpoints in sort of like perspectives and like outlooks can like lead to conflict like this in a natural way versus like just like the whole fucking poem argument between Natsuki and Yuri. Like I still think that's a stupid like, but obviously that's the point, right? But this was an example of like, how something would actually like play out, in real life. Because no doubt, obviously, like, and we can go through each person's viewpoints. Like Monica wants Sayori to feel welcome back, and she had a good idea or plan, kind of to have like not a literal surprise party, but just more of like a welcome back, like a day kind of, for like Sayori in that sense, right? She had the teapot, she had the snacks, right? And she even made the card for her. And if she would have, executed, and followed through with it well, right? Like all it could have been was like it didn't need to be this big thing. It could have been like, oh yeah, Sayori, welcome back. While you're gone, we got new teapot. We also have a basket of snacks available, right? For club members to use, and then pull her aside later on and be like, look, we have this card for you, right? If you need anything, feel free to reach out. Like, like we're here for you. Like that's all she would have needed to do, and it would have been perfect. But again, she kind of goes over the top. And one of the things that I hate making the MLB comparison, but it's like Rose when she didn't have like cancer, but it was like some like illness, and everyone like treated her differently as a result. And that's a thing in real life too, right? And that's kind of exemplary here where Monica went over the top with it, right? And it made Sayori uncomfortable. And again, Sayori and her, she's not an idiot, right? She realizes everyone's doing this for her, but she also doesn't want to kind of ruin what they have going on, particularly Monica, and especially since she knows that. I mean, if the MC could pick it up, right? Sayori definitely knows Monica's been stressing, right? Especially since originally she kind of felt like she was at blame for the events of the festival, right? Because she wasn't aware that Natsuki had missed it too. But again, it's something there to where it's like, but then again, then you have like Yuri. Yuri, I mean, don't get me wrong, like she had the what would you call it? Like because she was seemingly the one who came up with the idea of the tea kettle, right? Which is unironically probably like the best gift they could have gotten because it really what it does just symbol is the unity of the club and the club as them, a group of friends, in that sense, right? But once things start spiraling out of control and going downhill, she couldn't really do much. And then Natsuki obviously just kind of blatant disregard to everyone else, just like gonna blow up at Monica, right, and be pissed at her for hmm, how this kind of played out and how it's a I got you, I told you so moment when she was convincing the MC that it was a bad idea. When the idea itself wasn't bad, it was just the actual execution of it. But you know, again, but it showcases all their differing personalities and inherent character flaws and kind of how that contradiction there and how that conflicting um opinion, right, leads to situations and scenarios like these arguments, right, in a more natural light compared to like, the whole poem argument between Natsuki and Yuri. But this is like a really good showcase of that. Now the question moving forward is, all right, what's going to happen with the club? Is it going to disband? I don't want to say this is a club ending event, but I also don't recall the club being a big thing. And I don't think it was like Fallen Angel. Fallen Angel just said, fuck the club. It no longer exists, right? But the thing here and with this is it's like, all right, the question is, can the club recover? I mean, it's so interesting now. It's just Monica and the MC, right? So who knows where the other three went, but I think that'll do for the club today. No shit, we only got two people remaining. So, I mean, because here's the thing though, right? And Yuri was also kind of the one to just jump in and bring Sayori out, right? Again, I literally said I gave it 10 lines, like dialogue boxes, before Natsuki blew the fuck up at Monica. Like, I literally gave it 10 more. I was like, all right, I'm gonna count down these text boxes until Natsuki blows up. It's like a ticking time bomb. It's like a meter. It's like, again, right? But I think I've ever seen her this stressed out. Hey, she got rid of the bags though under her eyes, right? So she's doing better now, but think everyone begin pat. I mean, there's not much you can do though. This is a situation where everyone needs to go off on their own, let out some steam, and then come back in the next day. Like it's one of those situations, right? And then you all kind of realize, like, all right, this entire thing was stupid. Let's make up and move on, right? I don't think this is a club ending event, because that was the question being raised, but I don't necessarily think it is. I think, granted, I think it entirely comes down to whatever Natsuki does. Because the issue with Natsuki, right, is she'll take something like this and be like, oh, everyone's fucking like stupid, right? This is stupid. I don't need to be a part of this club anymore. Right. And then if the MC just does whatever she does, it's like, all right, he's not part of the club. Then all of a sudden it's only three people. Sayori would probably end up, depending on the MC's influence on her, but we haven't really seen them together. So it's like, again, but this is a situation where you just need to go on and like, sleep it off and then come back the next day, right? Angrily. You had one job, bro. I do like how they use it. I swear this is the only mod we've seen where they've used the actual like size of the text to convey a message. Exhale deeply. Yeah, this is a moment, bro, dude. Yeah, again, the phone is going to be what's going to expose them, right? I have no doubt. That was still left at her house. So, going straight back to my house. I'm still worried. And again, fucking all that's on his mind is Natsuki, right? But I was going to say, everyone just went off on their own. Like, I wouldn't assume, like I wouldn't maybe reach out to Sayori. Damn, I forgot it was snowing out. My house in sight, quicken my pace. Bro, yeah, literally all I can think about is Natsuki, bro. You know, how does she even have a? I was about to say, how does she even have a fucking Does she have a house key? Because otherwise, she should have been stuck there, bro. Weird. What is this fit, bro? Like, also, where the fuck? So, because I mean, I assume Sayori left. I don't necessarily think she'd be, or I mean, Yuri left, right? I don't necessarily think she'd be Sayori. At least the MC could reach out to Sayori, but Yuri's kind of just the other one that's. But obviously, he doesn't really care about her, so bro, if not, dude, she's literally living in your house, bro. Like you can kick her out unironically. Like, you don't need to let, and this is again, it's the same issue, right? Like, are you really just gonna let yourself get harassed and bullied by your own girlfriend, like due to her own like insecurities and coping mechanisms? It's like the issue with that, right? And I talked about it's more just, as a whole, the individual like mentality where it's like because the baseline needs for individuals has like gone up, all of a sudden it's like, all right, I only really care about myself because I need to meet those needs, right? In terms of like not even just literally like food, water, shelter, right? But more so just like through Maslow's hierarchy, right? Where it's like because people need more for themselves to feel what would you call it, that they've met those, they care less about others, and others and just like other people in general really don't matter to them. Like, and this isn't like, it's not a bad, well, it is a bad thing, but it's not something you can blame on the individual, but it's also something where you don't need to go out of your way to accommodate that. Like, again, if Nazi's gonna treat you like a fucking bitch, right? And like an ass, like, if she's gonna treat you like dog shit, like you don't need to accommodate that, even if it's due to her own issues. Like that's like you kind of need to see because this is a real life issue, right? Where people want to let like it's something to where people treat others like shit because they care about meeting their own needs, right? And the needs of other people don't matter in way of their own. But then also on the flip side, for people who do kind of care about others' needs, you don't need to let yourself get walked all over, right? So I'm gonna go check on Sayori. Yeah, I would have done that first. Like Natsuki's gonna be in your house anyway. Like you haven't seen Sayori in however long, even the text, right? Good. I knew this would happen. Fucking shut the fuck up. I swear to God. Fucking dude, I can't like this is it's something to where because this isn't even a bad portrayal of Natsuki. It's just how she would act based on the given situation. And it just reminds me of how much I like hate her character. Like, this is like a freaking it's literally like the fucking like anime glass where you fucking like pick them up. It's like, I knew that this would happen. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, what are you doing to mediate the situation? Like, you just watched it all, like, happen, and then it's like, I knew this would happen, like with a smug ass like expression, and it's like, all right, congrats, what did you do about it? Nothing. The club's still disbanded, you still living in someone else's house. Like, this isn't like a W, this isn't a win for you. It's like, this isn't, I even warned you, Sayori might not take too kindly to being coddled. And then it's like, all right, you should listen to me. If only everyone would listen to me, things would be all right. It's like, man, bro, shut the fuck up. Dude, literally just kick her out of your fucking house. Like, you don't need to take this. Like, people really, because this is again, thing in real life, people will really go out of their way for their SO, like, significant other. People will really like bend over backwards for them. And it's like, you don't need to do that. Like, that's not healthy. Like, you know, it's not something to where it's like you don't need to do everything they say, and especially if it's coming from their own, it's like quirky insecurities, right? Can't just, dude, you don't need to fucking be here. Listen to this right now. You can literally just go check up on Sayori. You don't need to like take this from her, like unironically. Man, shut the fuck up. This stupid car. Okay, but that's like, okay, but here's the issue, right? This is the problem with this. Again, not only is she assuming she knows her better than the MC, right? But B, it's something to where, again, if he goes to see her anyway, right? Like, now, rather than you berating him, that's better than like anything he could have done, right? Or, that you could do now. So, making. Why didn't you speak up? Why didn't you? I tried. Yeah, bro, you don't need to. You know you didn't, man. Shut the fuck up, dude. I started laying into So this is what happened So you just blew up and this is what I mean. It's like, that doesn't help. Like, all that is satiating your own sort of needs and satisfactions regarding being this like self-righteous figure. Like, you fucking blowing up at Monica isn't helping anything. Like, because this is what happened in the hallway, right? What did you say? What do you think? Stop treating her like some sad puppy, or she would lose the club she's so desperately trying to keep. Again, and that's why I haven't gone to talk to her. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Fucking She'd be too keen to hear me out. Yeah, you know, damn, I wonder why. Fucking the one person who's like trying to keep things together, you know, is the one who's getting shafted. Like, and this is why it's like what I've said is and it's really the tea kettle. It's the club as unity and as that group, right? Like, and I'm bringing it back to them not roping anyone into their issues, right? Like the MC and Natsuki are trying to deal with everything themselves. The MC isn't even talking to Sayori, None of the art club members are involved. Like it really doesn't exist. And that's why it's like the issue is, like you need that support structure. You need to again deal with these issues and problems together, right? Especially if they're at this level. Like, because now you just lost that opportunity. Chances are the clubs, if it's as bad as they make it out to be, it might be a club in an event. Like it might just disband. And unironically, the one person who's trying to kind of keep it all together, even though they've been out of the loop the whole time, is the one getting shafted and screwed over. Blame herself. Like, it worries me sick for putting us on the spot for me last shit. And again, the club probably disbanded, like what I said. But that's why it's like you don't need to fucking listen to this right now. Like the MC does not need to fucking be here. Like literally, just your best bet is to fucking go to Sayori's house right now and like talk to her. Like that's probably the only person she'd want to talk to, right? Clubs actually no shit. Sherlock fucking said a lot of stuff I didn't mean. Damn, that's crazy, and fucking who would have known? Oh, making everything about herself, till she gets her act. Damn, that's crazy. This is dude, people really will like, dude. I was about to say people will really bend over backwards for a woman like this, but I mean the MC literally kills herself over her. So let's not even front here, right? But like again, this is like again, it's just like it's a reminder of how much I hate her character. But it's like because it's like at this point, this isn't even about Sayori, this is about Natsuki and Natsuki being right. So the MC, he needs to have a moment of clarity to where it's like she can't act like this. If you want to like if we want to stay a thing, you can't just like treat others like dog shit, right? Like, which is kind of blatantly what you're blatantly doing. Bro, then why, dude? And this is the MC's fault here, trying to fucking do everything himself rather than roping other people in. Because Monica, she just doesn't know because she's kept out of the loop of everything. But the MC is kind of the one who can actually reach out to people and get that support, and he just doesn't. Like his best bet, literally best bet right now, fucking just turn around, walk out the door, go see his place. But he's not going to because he cares more about Natsuki, right? She comes full circle. You need then just go fucking do it. You don't need to have this like 20-minute conversation. Like, dude, this is so fucking stupid, man. Like, you don't need to listen to Natsuki. Just fucking talk to Sayori. You've known Natsuki for what, like a month? You've known Sayori your entire fucking life. You don't need to like do what she tells you. Just go and fucking talk to her. Like there doesn't need to be this entire fucking, game plan just from Natsuki that you need to follow to a T. Just go fucking talk to her. Like, dude, like you don't try to justify Monika's actions to her. Because again, and this comes back to Natsuki just needing to be right and needing to satiate her own needs. Because it's all about her just being right in the end. Like nothing else matters, It's just about her being right at the one. Dude, shut the fuck up. The M's, dude, people really do bend over backwards for women like chicks like this, right? People really do in real life. Like they'll just literally let their SO walk over them. And it's kind of crazy because I literally know a dude like this. Like it's actually so fucking crazy. Like the dude, it's so bad because not only like she's not even like attractive, like she's like fat and he just lets her walk over him. It's actually so fucking crazy. And we tell him all the time, like, dude, like you don't need to let her treat you like this. Which is crazy because I'm pretty sure they're actually getting engaged. Like they've been together pretty much all of college. And I think they're getting engaged. And it's a horrible idea. He needs to like dump her ass immediately because she literally provides like nothing of value. And it's like, dude, like you, because it's not even that like she doesn't even treat him well. Like she straight up doesn't. Like it's like you don't need to take this from her. Like she want to hear it. It's not now, Dude, yeah, fucking, you don't need to take this from her. You don't need to listen to this. Just go and fucking do it. Like, you're not, again, it's where people, they get in relationships and become an extension of their significant other. It's like, dude, you're your own fucking person. You can do your own things. You don't need to always listen to, just fucking go and do it. Jesus Christ, shut up. Just go and do it. Dude, I'm not even fucking reading this anymore, man. I'm not even reading this, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But because again, they're having the argument, dude, literally just kick her out of the house, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Just kick her out of the house, you know. Then go, leave, bye, see ya, go. You don't need to live here, like, goddamn. You know, okay, this I do agree with though. You should have waited. Like, that was fucking stupid. That, like, literally a month away. Like, go, bye, see ya, bye, you know, goodbye, right? Why the fuck is the game blurry? Fucking go, see ya, bye, you know, Godspeed, fucking go back to father, you know, see ya. I'm not, I, bro, dude, few hours, bro. Dude, this is why it's like, he should have just went straight to Sayori. You don't need to, you know, fucking have this, like, isn't, because here's the thing, right? You know, I'm gonna lock the door behind me. Answer for nobody. I'll let myself back in. Like, he's actually, you know, yeah, he needs to get the fuck out, dude. Like, this is why, like, Natsuki, I don't know what she expected. Like, I really don't. But you need to talk to Sayori. Jesus Christ, dude, fucking chill the fuck out. He needs like a 30-minute break and then to go fucking talk to Sayori. Like, this is what he shouldn't have even entertained whatever Natsuki was like yapping about. Like, whatever she was on about, he didn't need to like entertain that. I will say this Mon did a really good job pissing me off with that dialogue interaction. Cause like, this isn't even like, oh, you know, artificially like fucking created. Like, this is literally shit that happens in real life. Like, I talked about the dude I know whose like girlfriend literally treats him like dog shit. And it's literally exactly like this, where he's just basically an extension of her when she doesn't actually really provide anything. Like, dude, you don't need to let her treat you like that. Like, you don't need to, like, you know, put your foot down, bro. But again, it's like, yeah, dude, he should have, and this is why it's like, again, you know, and because obviously this is remastered from the original exit music with, again, you know, some creative liberty. But, you know, mods where it's like, it's something to where Sayori ends up getting shafted quite honestly, like frequently, and mods that just aren't about her. Because it's like, how do you balance who, you know, he's going for, right? Is compared, you know, with his, you know, childhood best friend, right? You know, lots of times, you know, there is no balance, right? You know, but because like for other characters, it wouldn't matter as much. It's more so the club as a whole. But for Sayori, they have that history. You know, damn. I was about to say, when the fuck did she get here? Bro, same idea? I guess they do. Let's see, can we talk like now? Are you coming inside? It's freezing out here. It's like, oh yeah, he did just fucking like bang the shit out of it. Dude, I was like, chill the fuck out. That's going for a walk. I need some fresh air. Bro, dude, it's fucking freezing out. You know? Yeah, dude, that's why mom's asleep. So I can sneak out for an hour. Bro, yeah, dude, like, this is a terrible time to go for a walk. Where we wait, what? Do you know where we're he's like, I have no fucking clue. Go to the playground, bro. Out. You know, to clear facts, fucking facts. I need a fucking facts. Having like I need to say like Sayori, like facts having like a route to just that you can walk to clear your head. Like in college, that's what I would do. I had a route that I'd senior year. There'd be a route that I'd walk to kind of just clear my head. I don't really do that as much now, but like I had that going senior year of college. Like, that's facts. That is facts. You know, again, right? Because here's the thing. Sayori, she's in touch with herself, right? The MC, he's not. So at the end of the day, like Sayori, I'd say, you know, after, you know, kind of coming out off of her suicide attempts, right? She's in a better position than he is because he just really doesn't know how to handle this shit, right? Damn, the friend. Damn, she got the fucking woodland camo jacket. Holy shit, bro. Fucking uh goddamn, bro. The fucking woodland pattern freaking hunter. Taking a left. Don't see good. Fucking don't worry about Natsuki. She could just go back to dad, right? So you're here to talk. I'm listening. What's up? Think it goes without saying. I'm sorry for not sticking out. I just didn't know how. I want to make up for it. Don't, dude. She's like, and this is why it's like, okay, obviously this was a fucked up situation, but it's one where it's like you just sleep it off, come back the next day, apologize, and move on. You don't need to let this be a club ending fucking activity, right? Anyone knew what to say. Like, this isn't a fucking, and for what it's worth, I know she was just trying to help. It doesn't need to be like as deep as you make it out to be. Like a little strong. I'm not upset with her because of that. Same why she's trying so hard. It's just Spartan tension does feel good to be babied. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, right? Because it's like, oh, you're just not human. Like, it's like, again, like it's your mental illness as like, all right, you're different. You're different. You're not one of us. It's not the same. It's similarities. It's the difference. And again, MLB, like, again, I dog on that show all the time, but they had a really good episode about that. So, but again, and this is kind of due to her own inherent character flaws regarding her being like with that pressure to kind of maintain her own image and appearance, right? She doesn't really get to know everyone else, right? Her issues when it comes to know the people, again, that she's like supposedly like, the president of, right? Want to apologize. Really don't have to. It's pretty awkward. I get why you couldn't speak up. Because it's like, Sayori's not a fucking idiot, right? She's not like Natsuki, where she's treating this as like, oh, this is the end of the world. This is a club ending activity. This is, this is like everyone's fucked up, right? It's not that deep. Like, it's genuinely not that deep. Like, it's a situation you sleep off, come back, apologize, make amends, and then move on. You don't need to like let this fucking like, random Anka on the way back. She was getting supplies. Think much at the time. Should have told her to be careful not to overdo. It's not like you could have known. Yeah, like literally, she's like, I really don't fucking care. Like, where the fuck is this? It's not your fault. Like, because again, it's not anyone's fault. Because it's like this is the case, right? Because let's put it this way: in human nature, when something bad happens, the tendency is to point blame, or to point fault and assign blame. Somebody needs to be responsible. Like, again, that's just the way human nature works. But it's something to where that's not always the case. Like, this is a good example of like nobody's really at fault because everyone was doing what they thought was, again, the best intentions, right? So at the end of the day, right, something to where you're not just going to be like, oh, this X person's fault. They need to like make up for it now. It's like that's not the case. Like Sayori, unironically, probably like the most like real, like down to earth like person. Like, and I feel like this is a pretty like good like comparison between her attitude and Natsuki's, or like her mentality and Natsuki. Like Natsuki, it was immediately, oh, we need to assign fault and blame. Oh, this is club and inactivity. Sayori's like, dude, like I've already forgotten about it. Like, it's like it's not that deep. Like, nobody's at fault. Just fucking, apologize, like get over it, like mediate, move on. Should have known better, dude. Shut the fuck up, chill. Like, just have it, like have a normal ass conversation. Now that like, all right, she doesn't take it like Natsuki did. I'm not gonna lie, I still can't get over this woodland jacket. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it just looks. Don't beat yourself up. Like, it may have been the most tense, uncomfortable 10 minutes. I mean, yeah, freaking 10 minutes of time, bro. Hasn't really been a very good week. It was just that 10 minutes. Like, it's like fucking, ever do like a hard ass 10-minute workout? It's over. Don't worry about it. If you say so, if it'll make you feel better, I accept your apology. But here, and again, this is the problem with the MC saying this line, and this is the problem with I have him saying this line. Sayori did reach out to him, and he said, "Oh, I'm with Natsuki. Sorry." Like, all right, like, are you just gonna say like, all right, fuck Sayori, she doesn't matter, like all that matters now is Natsuki? You know, and that's why it's like the big thing is the best thing you can do unironically is rope Sayori in, right? Keep her in so that way she I mean, well, A, you know, she needs to kind of know you sealed the deal with Natsuki. B, it's like she again, there would be more understanding regarding why you're kind of doing what you're doing and why you might not be able to spend time with her if she wants to, versus like just being secretive, you know, and kind of I opened up about I mean, yeah, literally, like let's see, isn't that what I'm doing now? Time to change subject. Not to her. Not yet. How long have you been taking these walks? I used to only walk when I couldn't sleep. My therapist, facts, fucking facts. These like having the time to like just kind of clear your mind and think to yourself is like unironically very like helpful. Like I like again, I had the routes and walks I do in college. Now I just use the MAS sessions for it. But like I literally like take that time to like probably at least like once a day for like 30 minutes. You know, Big Walker, you're still asleep. Yeah, while you were asleep, I was walking. What? I'd be up until like I don't even know when. I was sick of doing nothing, so I just walked like 5 in the morning. It's probably only out for 10 minutes. And yeah, it helps. Yeah, facts, facts. Literally, you know, it's around the block. I literally like love doing that shit. Like, I feel like I can get through the next 12 hours. It's not saying, but you have never been a bird. If I ever did or said something that made you feel that way, you didn't. You didn't mean to. Still have a hard time thinking otherwise. Because again, it's like, because at the end of the day, you need to think about it before he kind of like figured it out, right? Or I guess before he like saves her, right? He was kind of oblivious, you know. It always make things a little more interesting. So opportune time just hash out stuff. Waking up at 6 in the morning Saturday, go for a walk. Hey, you know, I used to do when I used to like run for run in high school, right? When I used to run in high school, like we do like Saturday morning workouts, right? To be fair, we did it for wrestling, but you know, just in athletics in general, right? But running obviously is the, you know, that's more akin to that given we do like trails and stuff, right? So, you know, that would be more along the lines of that. I was supposed to do long runs Sunday, but I just never did those. Yeah, I just because they were always on your own. It was never a coordinated thing. But again, and also like I was a believer in a day off, and I guess nobody else on the team like believed that. But you know, but yeah, the big thing is it's like when you put it that way, hey, I do it like literally fucking like it's refreshing, relieving. Yeah, dude, like funny enough, the person who's stressing out about this the least is Sayori. Like everyone else is probably shitting their pants over fucking, you know, showing up to the club tomorrow. And like Sayori's just straight chilling. Like it's just the earlier I got out, the better. Yeah, you know, and it's something with at that point in time, there's something, you know, kind of about that, right? To where it does have that effect. And that's why it's like, you know, because obviously for wrestling, right, I would like lift and do other sort of workouts. And same thing for, you know, activities in like college and stuff, and then like the military, right? But for me, my real kind of passion is I'd say like running, you know, and I think it's because of that effect. Granted, you know, I'm not also not like what would you call it? At some point I do want to like get into some like join a running club and like do some marathon training and run a marathon, but I don't think I'd ever do like some crazy like running challenges. Like for me, it's more about that. I'd say like mental, kind of like therapeutic effect, you know. So I needed to finish Dear Sunshine. Is that a poem? Do you remember that? It feels like a million. That's a poem, right? Dear Sunshine's you know, you weren't worried about some random creeps that, bro, dude, fucking, you live in the suburbs, dog. Like, you don't live in fucking Detroit. Like, what a prowler. Yeah, that's what I'm like, bro. Like, you live in fucking being out early is no, that's wrong, bro. If she's at work, carry fucking pepper spray. But like, dude, like, bro, you can't be like going around like worrying about shit like that your whole life, or else you'll just be like paranoid. Bro, dude, like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is it, bro, dude? You, look at Sayori's like, bro. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because, like, all right, if you were in like a city or something, right? Or if you were in just like a bad area, that'd be more understandable. But it's like dude, like you're literally in a suburban neighborhood. Like, don't like act like you watch what, yeah, dude. It's like, bro, that shit doesn't like, you know, art imitates life. Isn't it the art way? Yeah, life imitates art. That's am I wrong though? I know, yeah, dude, like she's not a fucking idiot. Like, bro, like the MC is actually like tweaking the fuck out. Like, you know, you're doing these walks every no. Yeah, that's why it's like, yeah, literally this. Like you fucking dumbass bro didn't even see where this was going. But I was gonna again, this is why it's like the MC, like I really feel like this is like such a great portrayal of Sayori. Cause like she's the only one who's not like tweaking the fuck out about today's like interaction. It happened, she went on her walk and she's like, damn, I feel better now. Let's get some rest. Right? Everyone else is just tweaking the fuck out. And like me and my big manly muscles, bro. Like top of the incline. Where the fuck is, bro? Where the fuck is this? What, dude? Is this where? Oh my god! Hold on. This might. I don't remember. I don't think it's the same background, but this might be where the MC just fucking chucks himself off the railing and drowns and dies. Right? At least in the original. This unironically might be where that happens. So, dude, this is probably where it happens. Oh my god. You know, I had to stay out for like 2 more hours. Huh? The road carries on for miles. You should just hike up for the exercise and the view. Take a seat. Bitch, I was about to say where? Sheltering the bus stop. Please get it. Please give us some art. I want some art. And walk me all the way up here just to apologize. Dude, he needs to fucking rope her in. Obviously, he just like him and Natsuki, like, can I bring, dude, literally just the two of us stuck in the house together. It gets a little claustrophobic sometimes. It's not really all right. Like, yeah, and this is what he should, even Natsuki herself, as soon as she lied to Sayori, she said, all right, I regret that. They like this, he should have done this, basically as soon as he rescued Natsuki, right? To be fair, I do agree with Natsuki. They should have just waited until she was 18. But and then again, make the legal system their ally. But this could have been like the next best thing. So how is she? You saw she blew up. You tell me. It didn't deserve that. But I guess I get it. And now she thinks she wants to go back home, and I don't know what to do. Why? Because I need to grow a backbone. So like if you can't, but again, this is why it's like Sayori doesn't fucking care. Like we're looking at this conversation right now. It's like, bro, like Sayori's like, damn, I didn't realize it was that serious. Like, she's all right. I just need to prove to her that I can't. It's not that fucking deep. Like that she's scared and alone. She's not alone, but feels isolated. She's gotta want somewhere normal to return to, which again was the club. We know even in the original, right, that's kind of what the club was to her, home away from home. But obviously, with how things played out, feel alone like that. Been there ever. It's not about you. And again, this is the MC's flawed thinking and reasoning. You can't do everything yourself. Honestly, I'm gonna end it here. Just the reality of the situation, right? Is you can't do everything yourself. People think that, you're only one person. I guess some people, they assume, oh yeah, I am this, I can do quite a lot as one person. But for me, I almost think of it the opposite. It's like I can only do so much. The thing there is that it's like, and with that, what it kind of comes down to is it's like the thing there with that is it's like that's why having that support structure is so important. But right, that I think I'm gonna end it here. I guess the big question we need to ask is this the fucking cliff that he just chucks himself off of as soon as Natsuki dies? Who knows? We'll see. But yes, with that, I don't really have anything else to say. So, yep, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.